When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
Embrace comfort throughout the seasons with Northern Arapahoe Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. Your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Welcome to 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today Media's coverage of Riverton High School basketball. It is as simple as this. It is state tournament time here in Casper. We are coming live to you from Casper College and the home of the Casper College Thunderbirds for this round one between, or quarterfinal, I should say, but also round one between the Cheyenne Central Indians and the Riverton Wolverines. Of course, these are teams that have faced each other this season. Very early in the season, Riverton fell to Cheyenne Central at Central by 5 points. Of course, Riverton without its second leading scorer, Derek DeVries, as he was still nursing injury at the beginning of the season. Both teams have improved, and both teams have worked hard to get here. Of course, Cheyenne Central spending much of the time ranked number 1 in the state. They come into this ranked number 2 after falling to Laramie in the 4A East Regional just this past weekend. So it's very simple. Riverton wins, they go to the semifinals. They will face the winner of Jackson and Natrona County if that is the case. If they lose, they will play at 1:30 tomorrow. Both of those, either one of them, at the Ford Wyoming Center here in Casper. And then it will be playing either for consolation, playing for third, playing for first. First things first, it's Riverton, Cheyenne Central. It's about 3:34 left in the Kelly Walsh Campbell County girls game. It's a tight one by 5. We'll be back with a look at the opponents, the Cheyenne Central Indians, here on WYO Today and 93.9 KTAK.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn and Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. Inlander and Riverton.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today. It is our coverage of the 2024 WHSAA 4A State Championship as we will follow the Riverton Wolverines all the way through the next 3 days. As usual, it is Kevin Shields, myself, your voice of Riverton Wolverine basketball. I am joined by, we'll call him Computer Man Connor, as he's keeping all the ads and everything going for you. Tell them hi, Connor. And go Wolverines.
Go Wolverines.
Very excited there. Him, and we want to thank Leanne Sanderson back at the mothership who's doing our board hopping. Her and Connor have been having a debate over what cookie is best, I do believe. And as we look at the Cheyenne Central Indians here on KTAK in the Hampton Inn & Suites pregame show, they come in averaging 67.5 points per game. They are led by number 10, Joe Sawyer, who has just under 16 points a game. He also leads the team in rebounding with just over 5. He has 2 offensive rebounds. Leading in defensive rebounds would be Sam Shumway. Sam Shumway, one of the best point guards in the state, averages 5 assists per game and just under 4 steals per game. He does lead the team in turnovers with 3. This is a team that, much like most of the opponents we face at 4A on the boys' side, does not turn the ball over a lot, but a good bit more than the Riverton Wolverines. They come in averaging 14 turnovers per game. From the field, the Indians, coached by Jim Schaefer, come in shooting 54% from 2. They are led from the field by, find somebody who has actually a lot of shots, by Joe Sawyer at 62%. He's a hard man to guard, he's a hard man to stop, but the Wolverines will have to do just that. From three-point land, they come in at 31%. They are led by Sam Shumway, who averages 43% from 3. So they can damage you in the paint and from 3. From the free throw line, they average 67%, and they're led by Sam Shumway at 71%. They're led by Joe Sawyer at 79%, Shumway at 71%, Mason Tafoy at 69%, and Marcus DeHoff, he doesn't have a whole lot of them, but he is at 81%. They are a good free throw shooting team, especially on the guys they would have in a tight game where you're looking to foul and keep it going. That is a look at Coach Schaefer and the Cheyenne Central Indians. We'll be right back with a look at your Riverton Wolverines here on the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
Bailey's Enterprises is a proud sponsor of Riverton Wolverines football. For over 50 years, Bailey's has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service and to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey, go Wolverines. Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome back to the Hampton Sweeps pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today. It is Riverton versus Cheyenne Central in the quarterfinals of the 2024 4A State Championship. We got about 27 seconds left in the girls quarterfinal that was preceding Riverton and the Campbell County Campbell County is going to go on to defeat Kelly Walsh 52-39. It was 41-39, I do believe. It was a 2-point game. I think that was the score at one point. And Campbell County, the folks from up there, just came in and finished off those girls closing out, knowing how to win. And they will advance to the semifinals over Kelly Walsh. Of course, Kelly Walsh beating Riverton by 5 last week in the losers bracket to punch their bid in a win or go home game. Now on the Hampton Sweeps pregame show, we're going to take a look at the coach sheets. Led Riverton Wolverines coming into this game. Riverton averages 56 points per game. They're led by Parker Paxton, All-State guard, with 20.5 points per game. On the glass, they are led by Derek DeVries with just under 6 per game. He also leads the team in assists with just under 3. Steals, they are led by Drevin Monroe. On the offensive rebound, they are as well. He is actually dressed out for this game, and that is interesting. And I don't know if that means he's going to play or not. He does have a sleeve on his knee. He may be playing. He may be in limited action. We shall see what bodes that well. But he is dressed, looking right at him. From the field, as far as turnovers go, one of the best teams in the state. And you have to be with the lack of size outside of Malachi Smith. And, of course, Drevin Monroe having been out for quite some time now. It is a team that has to take care of the ball, and they do just that, averaging under 10 turnovers per game. From the field, they come in averaging 49% from 2, 34% from 3. From 2, as far as guys who put up some shots, they are led by Malachi Smith at 79%. And boy, has he taken advantage of more and more playing time lately. As we look out there, Drevin Monroe is warming up, so I would anticipate seeing him. And we'll see how that goes. From three-point land, good three-point shooting team at times, led by one great three-point shooting player. 34% is the Riverton Wolverines, and they are led, of course, by Parker Paxton at 40%. Derek DeVries right behind him with 32%, Sheets at 31%, but both of those players capable of going off from 3 at any time. From the free throw line, they shoot 63% from the charity stripe. They're led by Parker Paxton at 81%. Derek DeVries follows him up at 67%. Brandon Monroe, he's only had 4 of them, but boy, have they been money. He is at 75%. That is a look at your Riverton Wolverines. We'll be right back with the Ranger Keys to the Game here on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today.
Deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Wyoming Waste hopes that all Fremont County sports teams dismiss their opponents like Wyoming Waste dismisses your trash. They offer services from roll-off cans, commercial, and residential garbage. Wyoming Waste services Fremont County, Hot Springs County, Washakie County. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please call 307-856-5354 or stop down at the Riverton office, 730 South Broadway. Wyoming Waste wants to wish everyone in Fremont County good luck in their sports this year.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton. You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube oil and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
And welcome back to the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show here on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today. Of course, if you're in your car, you can listen to this. Can't watch a video feed. That has been sold out to a company from out of state, just like regionals were. If you're upset about that, give us a call. We'll provide you some phone numbers. Call your legislature. Your member of the legislature, I should say, depending on where you're listening to this. We know we have listeners all over the country. But if you're in Wyoming, call your legislature, call WHSA, and say, hey, look, we want to hear Wyoming feeds. We want to hear Wyoming Indian along with video called by Cody and Baylor Beers as they call a 2A 2024 state championship game this past Saturday. We want to hear Alan Mullins and Ernie Over. We want to hear all the guys who actually care about these individual teams and are there from day one. And number two, it keeps jobs in the state of Wyoming. So 5:32 to go until tip-off. The keys to the game, very simple. Connor and I had the pleasure of running into, in the elevator, the Jackson head coach. Of course, they are the 4A West Regional Tournament champions, and they will be playing in Turner County right after this game. And he shared some insight as we were kind of talking, going up the elevator, and he said kind of what we've said all year long, which is sometimes your best players got to be your best players. If Derek and Parker can both get off at the same time and the role players just do their roles, this team can beat anybody. That's going to be key against Cheyenne Central. They are an extremely deep team. They like to play a lot of guys. They have a lot more guys listed on their varsity roster and who have seen varsity playing time. So they're going to look to tire you out. That could be a concern later on. For now, doesn't matter. 32 minutes. You've got to get your best players to be your best players, and you've got to play defense like you have all year. You don't have to do anything special. Play the half-court defense that you've played all year long, and you'll be in it at the end. Again, only lost by 5 at Central without Derek DeVries, one of the starters. I was going to say you're going to be without a starter tonight, more on the defensive end, but while I don't think he'll start, we were all chatting. This has been a Bo Sheet secret to some extent. Drevin Monroe not only dressed out in a knee brace, of course, but is out there warming up and going through with seemingly no limp and no restrictions on the warm-up. So, outside of that, stay out of early foul trouble, especially in the post with guys like Drevin, depending on how much he plays, Eli Lucas, Malachi Smith, and Hunter Houck. We've got 3 minutes, 39 seconds. We're going to take one last break here in the Hampton Inn Suites pregame show to pay some bills, and we will be right back with the Sutherlands. With the Sutherland starting lineup here on WYO Today and 93.9 KTAK.
The Step Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Do you need a midday pick-me-up? Lander Coffee Company serves delicious, fresh roasted coffee, tea, and other drinks. Come to think of it, why not start your day with their quick, healthy breakfasts, like one of their famous acai bowls, or maybe a breakfast burrito? Just need a quick snack? They got you. Stop by, fuel up, and enjoy at 1255 Main Street in Lander at the Lander Coffee Company.
Quality in Thermopolis offers great rates, a convenient location, standard room, and family rooms with bunk beds. Choice Hotel members earn points while you stay. Quality Inn is proud to support Fremont and Hot Springs County student athletes. Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for family fun night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
For more than 60 years, RTO Point S has been installing quality tires and offering expert vehicle service in Fremont County. With 2 locations on South Federal and West Main in Riverton, RTO Point S is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
If you're planning home improvement projects, look no further than Valley Lumber. They provide nothing but the best from lumber, power tools, hardware, paint, plumbing supplies. If you need it, they have it. Valley Lumber at 290 North 2nd Street in Lander.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Overhead Door Company of Riverton and Lander is your premier dealer for quality windows and doors, featuring quality brands like Anderson, Colby, Larson Storm Doors, and more. Overhead Door Company is proud to support our Fremont County student athletes.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. for every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
And welcome back. It is Cheyenne Central versus the Riverton Wolverines here at the home of the Thunderbirds, Casper College. The first for the Cheyenne Central, their starters will be 0, Bradley, number 1, Shumway, number 3, Talich, number 4, Brown, and number 10, Sawyer. For your Wolverines, it will be senior number 1, Derek DeVries, senior number 2, Ty Sheets, senior number 12, Parker Paxson, senior number 24, Hunter Hawkins, senior number 30, Eli Lucas. We'll be right back in 30 seconds with the tip-off here on KTAK.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Welcome back to 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today. It is time for the tip-off. Riverton in their red and black. Black numbering, white piping. Cheyenne Central in their white, and I can't tell color because I'm colorblind. What is their number, Cheyenne Central?
Red.
Their white, red, black lettering as well. Riverton will be going left to right. Derek DeVries is going to win the tip-off here. Paxton with it up top. We are now started in this quarterfinal to Lucas on the right wing. Lucas cross court to Sheets on the left wing. Now to Derek DeVries. He's slightly to the right of top of the key. He's going to look to drive. Kicks out to Sheets in the corner. Nothing there. Corner off a screen. Ty Sheets going to dribble it up top. Now he's looking to drive. He stops. Pump fakes. Now has to get rid of it out to Parker Paxson. Paxson in the right corner. Paxson goes towards the elbow and now bring it all the way out to Lucas. In the corner, near corner, now to DeVries on the right wing, and DeVries will have a whistle here. I don't know if we got maybe something on the floor or something. We do. We have a wet spot just where the referee was standing there towards the facade of brick behind the basket for Riverton. 7:23 to go in the first. Riverton won the tip. They've had the ball since. No points. Central in a man-to-man. Looks like they're going to stay in it. And they are still wiping it up. And Riverton and Cheyenne Central will run over to the coaches to get a little last-second prep here since they do have some time. It looks like it's wet almost all the way across or halfway across from the corner where Cheyenne Central's bench is. You do wonder if one of those Gatorade coolers was leaking. So now they're going all the way to the other corner. We'll take a break real quick. We'll be right back. 0-0 here on KTAK.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. 381 Subs and Salads is the newest addition to Fremont County. They offer salads, sandwiches, ice cream, and Lotus drinks. 381 Subs and Salads is located at 702 East Main Street in Riverton.
Enjoy fresh-made pizza, pasta, calzones, and subs at Peretz, 519 West Main in Riverton. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Friday. Closed on weekends. Call 857-7306 to order for pickup or delivery with DoorDash. Peretz.
And welcome back. Took him a while. A lot of water there on that baseline. Inbound is to DeVries. He has it about 5 feet back from the top of the key, dribbles the elbow. He loses control of it, but is able to tip it out to Houck. Houck to Paxton. Paxton going to shoot a long three. No good. Rebound is gotten by Cheyenne Central. Off target there on the three. Bringing it up is Bradley. He's going to hand it off to Sawyer. Sawyer out to Talich for three. Good. And it is 3-0 in favor of Cheyenne Central. 6:50 to go in the first. Paxton brings it up, looks to drive, has to pick up his dribble. Now he passes it out towards half court to DeVries. DeVries from top of the key, looking to drive, goes in, puts it up, good. Derek DeVries driving lane, good start for him. 6:33 to go in the first. 3-2 in favor of the Indians. Looking to drive, they get to the corner to Carson Brown. He takes it in, gets it to, excuse me, I'm having to flip it over. Bradley, he's up and good there. 2 for 2 and lead 5-2 with 6:15 to go in the first quarter. Sheets with it now, right corner dribbles in, shoots from 15. No good. Hunter Houck last touches it, and it goes out of bounds. .608 to play. Cheyenne Central ball up by 3 here in the first quarter from Casper College in the quarterfinals of the Wyoming High School Activities Association 4A state title. They get it into the paint, turns, puts it up, good. That was by Talich. He now has 5. That was a little bit too easy. Paxton now going to bring it up. Riverton trails by 5 to Sheets in the corner. Sheets dribbles it up to DeVries. DeVries is going to take a 3. Good! Sheets, Derek DeVries from downtown, and that's the start they needed from him. 7-5 in favor of Central with 5:34 to play in the first. They get it up quickly into Shumway. Shumway on the right gets it to Sawyer for 3. No good. Paxton with the rebound. Paxton will slow things down, bring it up. Riverton looking to tie or take the lead for the first time this game. Paxton up around the half-court circle. Goes to Eli Lucas. Lucas from the wing to DeVries in the corner. DeVries looking to move, and he's going to dribble it off his foot. And that'll be the first turnover of the day against Riverton. It comes with 5:07 to play in the first. And Eli Lucas and Ty Sheets will be substituted for. It will be Brody Dale and Malachi Smith coming in for the Wolverines. Also some substitutions. Tafoya is going to come in for Central. Sawyer with it now. He's going to hand it off to Talich, to Shumway. Now all the way across to Tafoya. Tafoya on the far wing. Looks to get it up, and he gets it to Shumway. Dale on him, fell down. They're going to get it inside looking for Bradley. Bradley kicks out to Shumway. He goes baseline, cut off by Dale. Paxton almost with a steal there as Bradley had it, and they'll swing it all the way back outside for a 3 by Talich. Good on the fadeaway 3. He now has 8. That is concerning. 4:32 to play in the first quarter. 10-5 Central. Paxton with it now. Paxton looking to drive, cut off, stops at the free throw line, gets it out to Houck. Houck cross court to the left wing to DeVries. DeVries looking to drive now. He'll pull it back out as he was cut off. Looking to push off. Winds up rolling to Paxton. They hit the ground, and we're going to have all sorts of chaos, and it's going to be turnover number 2 against Riverton. Looking to break is Central. They get it inside, put it up. No good. May have been partially blocked by Derek DeVries. Missed by Tafoya. Riverton comes away with it with 3:55 to play in the first. Dale bringing it over on the far side into the front court. Looking to go to his right, goes to DeVries. DeVries open for 3. No good. Rebound by Central. Shumway with it. Shumway cross court to Talich. Back cross court to Shumway. Shumway thought about a long 3 and said, we'll drive now. Kicks out to Sawyer, who's open for 3. No good. Rebound is going to be blocked by as Bradley went up, blocked by Smith, and Malachi takes it away from him with 3:22 to play in the first. That's why Malachi's in, one of the best defenders, and I'm saying that he only played about half the season, really, of any significant minutes, playing most of it in JV. Dale with it in the front court, hands off to DeVries. DeVries looking to drive to Houck. Houck goes to the high block, now kicks it out to DeVries in the right corner. DeVries looking to drive baseline. He's going to get cut off. He spins instead, goes cross court for Dale. Dale up towards half court is going to get his pocket picked easily, and it's going to lead to a Oh, he wanted the dunk, couldn't do it though, by Talich. Talich now has 10. He's 4 for 4. It's 12-5 Central. 2:39 to play in the first. Paxson with it. Thinks about driving, gets it to DeVries. Sets a screen for DeVries. DeVries comes top of the key, looking to drive in. Stops, pops from 14. Good. DeVries now with 7. The team has 7. And on the ensuing play, Central is going to walk. That will be their first turnover as they were trying to drive into the paint with 2:21 to play in the first. Looks like we're going to get Derek DeVries coming out now, and Brandon Monroe, number 15, is going to come in for his first action, as well as Blake Gantenbein. Ty Sheets is going to inbound it. Little bit of pressure shown by Central. As soon as it goes to Paxton, they always back off, though, and Central is no different. Riverton now with no points on the floor currently as DeVries has been substituted. They've got to find somebody else. To Sheets at the top of the key. He dribbles. Brandon Monroe, corner. He looks to drive. He almost loses control of it. Gets it out to Gantenbein. Gantenbein a long 2. No good. Derek DeVries 3 for 4. The rest of the team 0 for 3. Minute 49 to go. 12-7. They get it in to Shumway. He drives, and Malachi Smith says, no, sir. That was an emphatic block there. Coming in on that is going to be Mason DeHoff, and Eli Lucas is going to come in for Gantenbein. So it'll be out of bounds after the monster block. That's 2 for Malachi now on the day. Minute 40 left. Inbound to Shumway for 3. Bounces off the front iron and then good. They are 3 for 5 from 3 now. It's 15-7. Minute 29 in the first. Sheets with it. Sheets almost getting his pocket picked. Gets it over to Paxson. Paxson now on the right wing. Paxson looking to drive. He's going to get it stolen. 4th turnover of the day. It's going to lead to an easy layup by Marcus DeHoff, who just came in, and it's now a 10-point game. Riverton has got to find some scorers. They did not need to start this slow. Sheets going to dribble to the high post, puts up a 15-footer, up and good. Nice answer there, cuts it down to 8, 17-9. Long 3 with Lucas in his face, and Talich is just on fire. He is now 5 for 5 from the field. He has 13 already. Brandon Monroe bringing it up, goes to Ty Sheets on the right wing. 34 seconds. Ty Sheets looks to drive. He's cut off, backs out. Top of the key, gets it to Paxson. 11-point game. Paxson looks to drive, gets it stolen away from him, but Lucas able to retrieve it to Sheets for 3. Good! Ty Sheets with a huge and needed answer. He now has 5, 2 for 3 on the day, 20-12. 10 seconds left in the first. Shumway with it. Shumway is going to, and he's going to get it back. A bad pass. It was awkward, and he wound up walking when he got the pass back. That'll be the second turnover of the day. Comes with 3.6 seconds left. And let's see here. We're going to have Brandon Monroe come out. Houck is going to come back in. They get to Paxson. 2 seconds. 1 second. He shoots the 3. Oh, just off target and no good. So at the end of the first quarter, it is 20-12 in favor of Cheyenne Central. We'll be right back here on WYO Today and KTAK.
Midway is at an all-out clear-out for the new 2022 campers with the best price guarantee. Midway has financing with no money down, no payments for the rest of the year. Low interest rates on sweet fifth wheel. Dealer incentives up to $25,000 on toy haulers. Top dollar on trade-ins and door-to-door delivery. It's Midway's all-out clear-out. MidwayCampers.com. Midway, when you expect the best.
And welcome back to KTAK and WYO today. It is the 2024 4A West State Championships here in Casper. After one, it is Central 20, Riverton 12, and they are being led by number 3, Talent, has 13 on the day, and he's 5 for 5. He's feeling it as a team. They are 4 for 6 from three-point line. They will start the second quarter with the basketball. Riverton DeVries has 7, Sheets has 5, and that they're the only 2 on the board right now. To start the second quarter, it will be your starters, as you would expect: DeVries, Sheets, Paxson, Lucas, and we're missing one, Paxson, and Houck, excuse me. Central with the ball, they're going to drive in, miss, and Riverton comes away with the rebound after the miss by Mason DeHoff. DeVries with it, he's going to look to drive, puts it up, no good. Shumway going to bring it down, back after the miss by DeVries. He has it on the right side, goes to Sawyer, now swings it around to Mason DeHoff, back up top to DeFoya, and it winds up with Sawyer. Sawyer looking to drive, dishes out to Shumway, long 3, no good, and rebound, though, is gotten by Tafoya. Tafoya to Mason DeHoff, DeHoff to Shumway on the right wing. Got to put some bodies on him and box out, guys. There were 3 Riverton Wolverines there and only Tafoya for Central, but he fought for it, came away with it. Hands it to Sawyer. Sawyer on a give and go, puts it up. He misses. Lucas trying to get it, and they're going to get over the back, I think, by 22. That's Love. He's in for the first time. Paxson had him boxed out. Paxson giving up a solid 8 inches to him, but due to the good box out, he gets the foul. That's the first foul called on anybody today. Foul goes against Love, his first, obviously team first. Riverton has not fouled anybody. 6:43 to go in the half. DeVries with it, 8-point lead for Central. Goes to Sheets on the left wing. Sheets looking to drive, does drive, puts up a floater, no good. Lucas gets the rebound, puts it back up, good by Lucas. His first points of the game, it's a 6-point game, quickly down floor. They're gonna go for a quick 3 out of Carson Brown, out of Talich. He misses for the first time today. Paxson now going to try and respond. He misses. Rebound by Love of Central. Paxson now 0 for 3 on the day. Looking to drive. They're going to dish it out. Number 4, Carson Brown, who came back in. He misses for 3. 22, Love is going to drive in. He misses. Lucas with a partial block, but they're also going to get Lucas with the foul. It'll be Lucas's first. It'll be team first. Love going to the line now. First one on its way, good. Back out to a 21-14 lead, back out to a 7-point lead. Love going to shoot the second one up and pure. 5:58 to go in the half, back out to an 8-point lead. DeVries just shakes Talich, looks to drive, puts it up, no good, but he'll go to the line. Talich wanted to pressure a little bit. DeVries turned on a little bit of that scrambling quarterback in him and just left him in the dust, left Bradley underneath. He had no choice but to foul, and that'll be his first, team first. Malachi Smith and Dale going to come in after the first free throw, which is up and good. DeVries now with 8. So Lucas will come out. Looks like Dale is going to come get DeVries. DeVries with the ball now, 5:52 to go in. The free throw up and good. DeVries now has 9. And he is going to indeed come out here with 5:52 to play. Riverton in the half. Riverton down by 6. They have not led. They trailed first 3-0. Lead did get as big as 10. Shumway brings it over into the front court, goes to Sawyer underneath, wide open, and easily able to put it up on a backdoor cut was Talich, and he now has 15. Dale with it. Dale going to his left to Paxson. Paxson dribbles it. He went up and down, but it's a double dribble. And Paxton has not had the best of starts today. That's his second turnover. Shumway with it. 5:20 to go, looking to get the lead back out to 10 as it's 24-16. Going in bounds, it's going to be picked off almost by Dale, but it wound up in Paxton's hand. Third turnover of the day against Central. Paxton with it, looking inside to Houck. Houck now going to dribble it to the high block. Will go out to Sheets. Sheets for three. He's blocked. It'll go out of bounds, though, and stay with Riverton. Sheets just had to double clutch off the pass a little bit, gave them time to make up room. DeVries and Lucas going to come back in now. They're going to come in for Houck and Sheets. Inbound will be by Dale. He fakes it to Lucas. Now he's looking out, and he's going to go all the way to throw it away. Did not get it high enough up for Paxton. And on the drive, Central is going to miss. That's Carson Brown. It will be deflected, though, on the rebound attempt going out of bounds. It will stay with Central. Little bit of sloppy play here. About 75% of the way through the first half. Inbound is to Sawyer. They give it up. He puts it up. I'm having to flip him. Is Bradley no good after the pass, and quickly up to Eli Lucas on the fast break, and good. Eli now has 4. He's 2 for 2 from the field, and we're back to 6. Shumway with it, guarded by Dale. Going to go off the screen. He's now going to get it to Talich. Talich going to dish it out to Foy after a drive. Puts up a 3. No good. Rebound is going to be tied up by DeVries and Talich, and it should go over to Riverton. On the possession arrow, checking in, while it does go to Riverton, will be Marcus DeHoff. This is the other DeHoff brother. This is the first time he's came into the game. 4:24 to go. Can Riverton get this down to a 4-point or 3-point lead? With Paxton now after the inbound. Paxton going to bring it over into the front court on the near side. Paxton looking to drive, gets it stolen away. And it's going to be an easy layup for Tafoya. He has his first points of the day, back out to 8. Third turnover of the day on the All-State point guard. Just looks a little tight. And DeVries is going to lose it off his own foot. He's saying it was deflected. He's saying it was touched. He's saying it's deflected. Went off his leg. And it'll be another turnover against Riverton. They now have 8 on the day. 3:55 to go in the half. Central now with a chance to go up by 10. And these aren't necessarily forced turnovers. This was way out towards half court, and he scrambled for it, trying to get it to avoid the backcourt violation, just couldn't do it. Inbound to Talich, who's wide open. He gets his own rebound, puts it up, and good. First one was deflected by Eli Lucas. He now has 17 on the day. And he was wide open for that one. Lucas just did a great job closing off. Paxton with it. Gives it to Dale. 10-point game, 28-18, 3:25. Play in the first half. DeVries looking to drive. Puts it up. Good. DeVries and a little bit of Ty Sheet single-handedly keeping this team in it. We've got a timeout. It'll be a 30-second by Coach. We'll take it with him. Be right back on WYO Today and KTAK.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
And welcome back here to WYO Today and KTAK. It is 28-20. Riverton trails by 8. They've trailed the whole game here. 3:17 left in the first half to the Cheyenne Central Indians, who have just seen Talich go out of his mind. He has 17 on the day. He's 2 for 4 in the second quarter. He was 5 for 5 in the first quarter, so that he's 7 of 9 with 17 points. For Riverton, offense has been hard to come by. Derek DeVries leading the scores there with 11. Ty Sheets with 5. Eli Lucas with 4. On the inbounds out of the timeout, it'll be Central. Shumway to Sawyer. Sawyer looks, spins, beats Hunter Houck, and puts it up, and good. That is Sawyer's first point of the day, and they're going to steal it, but then they're going to turn it over. They stole it on a feed into the post, but turned it over as they fell down and walked, did Sawyer. So Sawyer almost had points in the turnover cause in about 5 seconds, but no change in possession after he fell down. Eli Lucas looking to inbound, going to go deep for Houck. Houck is going to get just destroyed, and they're going to say a jump ball. Hunter Houck was grabbed by the arm. We have a great view of it, not to be critical, but quite honestly, Central had no part of the ball, but unfortunately, it goes down as turnover number 10 against Riverton. Getting it into Eli Lucas, he's going to put it up and one. Excuse me, not Eli Lucas, into Talich, who's guarded by Eli Lucas, puts it up and one, and that'll be the second foul against Eli Lucas. And it's out to a 12-point game. Riverton has got to, not to be too overly critical, but they have got to wake up with taking care of the ball. This is a team that only averages 9 turnovers per game all year, and they've already gone above that. Talich puts it up and is good. 2:44 to play in the first half, 13-point game. Paxson makes a move, driving in. He's going to go baseline. He's going to get out to Houck now, out to DeVries. DeVries for 3, no good. And no offensive board. It'll be a rebound by Central. Central to Talich in the corner. Talich drives in, runs over Ty Sheets, and it's a charge. Good thing, too, because Talich put it up and good after the charge. And Ty Sheets looked like he got ran over by a train. He just stood there and took it. You tell that's a coach's son. Well, heck, that's a Riverton Wolverine for you when it comes to taking charges. 2:19 to play in the half. Riverton desperate for points here. DeVries looking to drive in. Gets in out to Paxson. Paxson can dribble and shoots from 15, and he's now got 2. 2:05 to go, 11-point game. Stolen away by Hunter Houck as they tried to bring it up and feed the paint real quick. Houck gets it to DeVries. Going for a long pass for Dale. Dangerous pass. Shumway steps in front of it, but hits it out of bounds into the Central bench with 1:56 to play in the half. DeVries with it. Going to toss it into the backcourt. All the way back. Paxton will run and go get it. Now he comes in the front court. He's at top of the key to DeVries on the right corner. He's going to shoot a 3. It's way off target, and it's going to go out of bounds over to Central. And kind of a concern there, it bounced twice inbounds on the baseline, and there was no Wolverine anywhere near it or trying to go get the rebound. Lots of guys just sitting and watching, or standing and watching, I should say. Still within striking distance, though. Need a defensive stop here in the half. Into Sawyer. Sawyer, guarded by Smith, puts it up over him. No good. Smith with the rebound. Smith just makes you alter your shots when he's in there. It was a good dribble by Sawyer, but when he had to put it up, he had to go high as he's given up some height. DeVries with it to Houck on the high block. Houck looking to drive in, now looking to bounce pass to Paxton, and luckily there's going to be a foul as Shumway was trying to steal it. He got his hands on it, but he also got a hip check onto Parker Paxton. That'll be Shumway's first. It is the team fourth here with 1:17. So we went first quarter with no fouls. Now we've had 6 combined here in the second quarter. Sheets going to inbound to DeVries well into the backcourt. He'll bring it over. The double C's for Casper College, gets it to Paxton. Paxton on the far wing. Thought about a 3, thought about driving. Now dribbles over the right wing, hands it to Houck. Houck, long pass to DeVries. DeVries into Sheets. Sheets from 14 feet, going to be a little too hard. Houck goes up for the rebound, turns, tried to put it up, gets it out to DeVries. DeVries will shoot a long 2, no good. Rebound is going to see a foul by, I do believe, Ty Sheets. It is against Ty Sheets. That'll be his first, team third. So it'll be inbounded, 45 seconds left. Indians up by 11. Shumway with it over in the corner towards half court. He's guarded by Sheets. Riverton extending the half-court defense all the way out to half-court. Central, obviously, kind of a page out of Bo Sheets' handbook, looking to go for the last second shot here with 20 seconds left. Looking to trap. They now get out to Shumway. Riverton backs off the trap. 13 seconds left. Shumway to Sawyer on the right wing with 10. And they're going to get a walk. It was on Bradley. He looked to pass, and before he passed, he took an extra step. So they have 7 turnovers on the day, right about at their average of 13. Turnovers has been a big story here. 7 seconds left, inbound to DeVries. DeVries looking dry. Oh, nice shake and bake. Into Malachi Smith, puts it up good with no time on the clock. So perfectly executed. Riverton gets it within 10, down 9 now at half. It's 33-24. When we return on KTAK and WYO Today, it will be the United States Marine Corps halftime show. It is 33-24 from the 4A state championships here in Casper on WYO Today and KTAK.
We're out here at a branding today, and there's a lot of hazards going on, and a lot of times you don't have control of that type of an environment. The agricultural industry has a lot of hazards in it. We jump in a vehicle, we run down the road 5 miles, 10 miles, and most accidents happen within 10 miles of where you live. And so there's really no excuse not to wear your seatbelt. Even though it is a short distance, you need to wear your seatbelt in order to preserve your health and your family's well-being at the end of the day. The seatbelt is a decision you make individually, and you're in control of that. So there's not a lot of excuses for not wearing your seatbelt.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at Du Bois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
When you purchase your car, do you know if you got the best payment possible? The answer is probably no. Oftentimes, your loan is packed with additional charges that can drive your monthly payment higher than it should be, costing you thousands of dollars more for your car. Hi, this is Patty, and here is your second chance to get the payment you deserve. Visit Atlantic City Federal Credit Union today for a courtesy loan review. We've helped our members save money by refinancing their vehicle with us. Now it's your turn. Open your eyes to a credit union. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union.
And welcome to the United States Marine Corps halftime show here on WYO Today and KTAK. The few, the proud, the Marines. The first half was ups and downs. Riverton able to execute a last-second shot with Malachi Smith. Beautiful feed by DeVries to pull within 9 and get down to single digits, and that could be huge for momentum. As we look at the Ranger Printer scorebook here, it has been the tale of two things that have caused this lead to grow up to 12 plus at any given time for Cheyenne Central. One is Talich, number 3. You know what you're getting coming in, but what you don't expect him to do is start out 5 for 5, start out 3 for 3 from three-point, and finish the first half with 20, 13 of those in the first quarter. Outside of that, Cheyenne Central hasn't had anybody who's really put up a whole lot of points. Shumway with 3, and then Bradley, Tafoya, Marcus DeHoff, Sawyer, and Love with 2 each. For Riverton, however, Derek DeVries leads all scorers. He has 11. Started out with 5 right off the bat with the first 5. Went 3 for 4 in the first quarter, had 7 there. Kind of slowed up, going 1 for 7 in the second quarter. did hit 2 free throws. He has 11. Ty Sheets is 2 for 6 now on the day. He has 5 points. Eli Lucas 2 for 2 with 4. Parker Paxton only 1 for 4 with 2, and Smith 1 for 1, the first shot and only shot he took at the end on that beautiful pass, and a beautiful footwork by him to get open and then get it up as time expired. The real story of this game, you want to know the difference, besides just talent, it's going to be one and only turnovers. This has been a team, as I said earlier, that only turns the ball over 9 times per game. It's the best I've seen of any team this whole season. As we do our research coming into the game and we give you the stats for the season, Riverton leads the league, basically. Leads 4A in turnover and not turning the ball over, should I say. Again, they average 9 per game on the season. They have 10 already. And they have been more often than not converted into points. So they have got to clean that up. Some of it has been forced. Don't want to take anything away from the defense of the Cheyenne Central Indians. Some of it has been, it looks almost like tight play or not playing as focused. Long bounce passes up around the key, around the top of the three-point line. Can't bounce pass against this team that's known for its speed and depth and conditioning. They're going to step in front of those, and they have. And then there's been the unforced variety. By guys you normally don't expect those from, dribbling off their own knee, leaving the ball way out on when they pick it up. They've got to clean those up. The good part is on the back of Derek DeVries, Eli Lucas, and Ty Sheets having multiple points, and Malachi mainly in the paint, altering shots and getting blocked shots. This team still is in this game. It's a 9-point game. They played phenomenal defense except on Talich. He's found himself open a lot on the low block. They're running a lot of screens for him. They recognize the hot hand. Hopefully, won't be so hot in the second half. We've got about 3 minutes and 40 seconds left till we start the final half and the final 16 minutes of this quarterfinal game. Riverton with some work to do, but within distance to do it and with the talent to do it. We'll be back here on WYO Today and KTAK. The score, Central 33, Riverton 24, here on KTAK and WYO Today.
Embrace comfort throughout the seasons with Northern Arapahoe Propane and Solid Waste. Proudly rooted in the local community, supporting Fremont County year-round. Your preferred supplier serving enrolled and non-enrolled members. For more information, call 307-463-4185.
Your car or truck is an investment. When it needs repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288. Riverton's Hampton Inn & Suites is proud to sponsor our youth athletics in Fremont County. Fremont County school athletics provide our youth timeless experiences and lessons that can lead to success for life. Setting goals, teamwork, and hard work make young athletes into good citizens.
When repairs are complete after a collision, you expect your car, SUV, or truck to look like new. That's the service you'll receive at Stork Auto Body in Riverton. Professionalism and meticulous attention to detail. You can depend on Stork Auto Body, 841 Miniweb Avenue, Riverton.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
At Teton Therapy, our people make the difference. You can live pain-free. The amazing staff at Teton Therapy can help. In Lander and Riverton.
From the wide open spaces to the canyon near you, Wyoming.com is reaching more homes and businesses than ever before. For more than 25 years, we've aimed to provide the best internet and phone service to meet the needs of our customers all across the great state of Wyoming. Now it's getting even better. Wyoming.com, expanding to an area near you. Wyoming.com. We're out there.
And welcome back here to KTAK and WYO Today. It is 33-24 at the start of the half for the second half for the Central Indians. It'll be Bradley, Shumway, Talich, Carson Brown, and Sawyer. For Riverton, it'll be DeVries, Sheets, Paxton, Houck, and Lucas. Starters for both. Riverton will start with the ball. Looking to get this down to 7 or 6. DeVries on the inbound. Goes to Paxton on the left wing. Be nice to get him started right now. DeVries gonna back out the way, all the way to half court, top of the key. Bounce back to Houck. Houck looking to bounce pass. They're gonna say it was deflected. It will stay with Riverton. Houck was trying to bounce pass over to Eli Lucas. Of course, Central looking for those bounce passes that are 20 feet away, 30 feet away from the basket, trying to go in that lane, but they wound up deflecting it, and it went out of bounds. Inbound to Paxton, over to Houck on the left wing. Houck had DeVries on a cut. DeVries really wanted it. Lucas getting the bounce pass from Houck, deflected again, but Lucas able to secure it. Gets it to Paxton. Paxton looking to drive out to Sheets. Sheets goes baseline, puts it up, and no good. Had it for the for relatively short distance shot. Head fake got him wide open for it. They go to Carson Brown. He looks to drive in. Put up by Sawyer, up and good. And back out to 11 just like that. 7 minutes to play. DeVries with it. Top of the key. DeVries looking to drive. Spins at the free throw line. Spins again. Puts it up. No good. Rebound is going to be fought for. It's going to go to the ground. And then it's going to be, let's see here, jump ball or a foul. They're going to call foul, I do believe, on Derek. Nope, they're going to call a jump ball because Derek DeVries grabbed him from behind. But they're going to say it was tied up by Hunter before that. Riverton desperately needs a stop here. Second half, 6:42 to play. Riverton down by 11. Shumway with it, going to drive on Sheets. Pump fakes, now goes out to Carson Brown. Brown outside to Talich. Talich guarded by Lucas. Lucas right on top of him, forces the pass to Brown. Now he'll get it up to Shumway, and he'll bring it out towards half court. He's now going to look to drive inside to Talich. Put it up, no good. Rebound is going to be by Central. They're going to go inside. Now back out to Shumway, top of the key. Now over to Sawyer, left wing. Sawyer looking inside, instead goes up top to Bradley. Now up top to Talich. Talich looking to drive, puts it up. They're going to say he was fouled on the floor. And they're going to get Eli Lucas. That's going to be his third. It'll be team first here with 5:55 to go. Malachi Smith getting up immediately and going to come in. Inbound is to Shumway. Shumway to Sawyer. Sawyer leader, and they're going to call a touch foul on Houck. That one on the floor. Got him just a little too much body. That is his second. Team second. Sawyer will inbound for the Central Indians with 5:49 to play in the third quarter to Shumway in the corner. Now up top, looking underneath. They get underneath to Sawyer. He puts it up and good. He quickly has 4 here in the third, and it's out to 13. Paxton with it, out to DeVries. DeVries to Paxton on the left wing. Paxton looking to drive. He trips over the ball. He wants a foul, doesn't get it, and Sawyer's going to get it on outlet pass. puts it up. He now's 3 for 3. Paxton wanted the foul. Maybe he's used to getting those, but it did look like he tripped over the ball there. Sheets going to pull in, go to the free throw line, puts it up, and tries to be that stabilizing force as he hits. He now has 7. Going down floor, it's going to go out of bounds. Looks like deflected by Malachi Smith. 13-point game. Central with the ball. Riverton now going right to left on your radio dial. Inbound by Sawyer to Shumway. Shumway dribbles the left wing, now up top to Talich. He thought about 3, steps in, then puts it up. Air ball. I could not tell if Lucas got a hold of that, but based on the stats from the rest of the game by Talich, I'm going to give, I couldn't tell if DeVries got a hold of that. I'm going to give at least a partial block. Paxton, and they are all over him. He almost loses the ball. He has to go back and get it, and now cross court to DeVries. DeVries drives in, puts it up from 14, just a little too hard. Malachi Smith with the board, up and good. 39-28, 11-point game. Shumway with it. Hands it off to Sawyer. Sawyer out to Shumway. Going to get Talich. Talich drives in, kicks it out to Sawyer. Sawyer now drives in. Looks to put it up. Partially blocked by Malachi Smith, and he gets the rebound as well. Malachi off the bench trying to will this team back in it. Sheets long 2, no good. Maybe ill-advised. He was partially open, but they're going to wind up getting the rebound off of it, get it up to Sawyer, and have an easy break. Sawyer now 4 for 5 to start the half. He's got 10 on the day. DeVries with it, now down by 13 again. DeVries going to shoot a 3, up and no good. Rebound is going to wind up with Shumway, who's going to shake a guy out of his boots, put up a 3 and good. And now it's a dangerous, dangerous time. 16-point game here. Riverton unable to find the bucket here at the start of the first quarter, and now outside Derek DeVries, and in the second quarter they have 4, or third quarter, they have 4, and Coach Sheets has seen enough. He's going to call a full timeout with 3:12 to go in the third. Riverton down 44-28. We'll be right back on KTAK and WYO Today.
Bailey's Enterprises is a proud sponsor of Riverton Wolverines football. For over 50 years, Bailey's has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service and to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey, go Wolverines. Want access to local news, sports, events, and more? Download the WYO Today app. Now available on all platforms. Stream your favorite radio station, submit something to buy, sell, or trade for deals on the dial, or view contests and special coupons. Better yet, the WYO Today app is the best way to access free HD video of Fremont and Hot Springs County athletics. It's all at your fingertips. Head to your app store or visit wyotoday.com to download the WYO Today app now.
Inbound, Brody Dale is checked in for Paxton after that timeout. DeVries with it, fakes a drive, gets it to Sheets. Sheets for 3, good. Sheets now with 10 on the day, 2:57 left in the third. It's back to a 13-point game. Inbound is the Love, back out to Shumway. Looking to drive, they're going to get out to Talich. DeVries with active hands, Kevin from getting into that shot, and it was chased down by Talich. Tafoya. Tafoya gets it to Marcus DeHoff, out to Talich for 3, good. Chase Talich now with 23 on the day, and the lead is back out to 16. DeVries to Lucas. Lucas looking to go baseline, tries to pop from 4, misses as he was double teamed. Stolen away, though, by Malachi Smith, and he's going to get called for a charge, and that's legit. I got to call that very much legit as he ducked his shoulder, and the guy had beaten him there. That is his first, team third of the third quarter. Riverton has to get a stop. Sheets going to be substituted for Paxton. Sheets and Smith have combined to score the 7 points for Riverton in this third quarter. 14 scored by, and they're going cross court, and it's going to be lost and out of bounds. Malachi Smith able to get his hands on it, and then it went off of a diving Chase Talich, who will now be substituted for, and go out of bounds to Riverton. They've really been out, they got down to 9.5, but it's been kind of around that 13 mark where they've been unable to get any closer. It stands at 16 right now. That is the largest lead. It ties the largest lead of the game. Smith with it. He's going to hand it off to Dale. Dale's going to bring out top of the key to Paxton. Paxton looking to drive, does so, puts it up from 8 feet. Malachi Smith gets the rebound, misses. So I'm with the fans who yelled out and one when Paxton put that up. He was hacked, but they're not going to give it to him. They're going to swing it around for a 3, and it's good. And now we're out to 19 points. Mason DeHoff, his first shot of the day. It's 50-31. Dale to Sheets, who's come back in. Sheets looking to drive. He's going to stop, shoot from 17, miss. Malachi gets it, puts it up, no good on the offensive board, but he is fouled and go to the line. Malachi going to the line. Great defender, great inside post player. Free throws not his specialty. Hit 2 clutch ones in the regional, though. First one up on its way, and good. I'm willing to bet he has been working on those. Regular season, he at times was under 40%. Houck going to come in for Lucas. And that's one way to try and get back in this ball game is hitting free throws with no time coming off. Chance to get it back down to 17. There's absolutely no rotation when Smith puts it up. He does miss the second one. Away comes Central with the rebound. Tafoya over to Sawyer for 3, good. And they're just running into a juggernaut, and at the same point in time not helping themselves out a whole lot is Riverton as they are hitting from 3. Inside to Dale. Dale's going to bring it out, obviously, not try and go up, and he's going to toss it to nobody, but Ty Sheets able to track it back down. Under 45 seconds now, and Ty Sheets is going to throw it right to him. And on the break, it's put up and no good, but charge is called. Ty Sheets making up for the turnover by drawing the charge. One of the things he is exceptionally well at, amongst many others. Foul is against number 2. That is Tafoya. That is his first. Team first of the third quarter. And they've been calling it really loose for the majority of the game. That has Paxton, who's used to being able to draw fouls. He knows how to draw them, but they're not giving them for the draw. They're making you get hammered to get the call. DeVries to Paxton. Paxton up top is going to shoot a 3. They need it. In and out, no good. Now with 17 seconds, Marcus DeHoff will bring it over, and now he'll back up. They want the last second shot. 19-point game, 53-32. 20-8 run. Sawyer with it with 2 seconds. He spins, puts it up, good. No good. Sawyer on the miss, looked good, wasn't good. But that does not take away from Sawyer's third quarter. It's 53-32, 19-point game. Huge mountain to climb for the Riverton Wolverines. We'll be back with the fourth quarter, see if they can do it here on KTAK and WYO Today.
Wind River Family and Community Healthcare has clinics located in Arapahoe, Ethity, and Riverton. We provide family medical services along with dental, optometry, behavioral health, physical and occupational therapy, and more. Our in-house lab and pharmacy at all locations make for a one-stop primary healthcare center for your healthcare needs. Wind River Family and Community Healthcare is striving for a stronger, healthier community because Wind River cares. More information can be found at windrivercares.com.
And welcome back to WYO Today in KTAK. Riverton has fought hard. They just have ran into a buzzsaw. At first it was Talich. In the second half, it's been Sawyer. And Riverton trails 53-32. They were outscored 20-8 in the third quarter. They do start with the ball. Ty Sheets with it to Paxson. Paxson drives in, puts it up, and Paxson finally draws the foul, what he's been going for all day, and will go to the line. Let's see who they put it on. Did a good job of, he realized he was going to have to get just destroyed, and he walked in, let two guys just slam him. It is the second against Bradley, team first of the fourth quarter, and Parker misses the front end. 7:46 to go, and they need about everything to go right, including the free throws have got to fall. Second one is good. Free throws going to be vitally important if they can get line, able to score with no time coming off. It's down to a 20-point game right now, 53-33. I don't know why it says 53-30. Oh, let's see here. No, that's right. Chase Talich is going to put up a 2, and it's good. Chase Talich now with 25. DeVries looking to drive, puts up on the low block, spins, no good. Lucas with the rebound, trying to get it out to Paxson, can't do it, and it's going to be taken away. And a long break missed by Shumway, but offensive board right there was Carson Brown. He has his first 2 of the night, and it's out to a 24-point game now. 7 minutes to go, DeVries to Houck. Houck gets taken out. Not Houck. Parker did, trying to cut. They finally call it there as Shumway was just all in his business, so to speak. It'll be Shumway's team second of the fourth quarter. Checking in for Central will be Tafoya. 6:55 to go in the ball game. Paxson out to Sheets. Sheets for 3. Looks off target. I only say that because we're right in the line of it, and it was off target. And quickly down to Talich comes Central. Talich with it, guarded by Lucas, drives in, puts it up. No, he spins, tries to put up. They're going to call a foul on the floor. I don't know if that was away from the ball or not. Nope, it was not away from the ball because it's against Lucas, who was guarding Talich. That is the team first of the fourth quarter, but it is his fourth. Malachi Smith will come in. So as we look ahead now, with down by 24, to tomorrow, it will be the Natrona County. As they get it to Sawyer, he's going to shoot a 15-footer up and good. He's having a whale of a second half, basically mirroring what Chase Talich did in the first. Sheets with it to DeVries. DeVries loses control of it, gets it back, though, drives in, shoots from 17, no good. DeVries still 11 points on the game. He's 0 for 5 in the second. Sawyer looking inside, gets inside, blocked by Malachi Smith. Bradley put it up, no good. Smith with yet another block. As we look ahead to tomorrow potentially, as Sheets drives in, puts up a 2 and good. Sheets now with 12. Sawyer going to bring it over. Goes to his left. Top of the key now to Shumway. Now over to Sawyer on the right wing. 24-point game, and Talich open for 3, no good. Paxson with the rebound. Talich has definitely cooled off from the first half, but he's been replaced by Sawyer. 5:25 to play in the ballgame, 24-point lead. The winner of this game goes on to play the winner of Natrona Jackson, which will happen right after this. It'll be tomorrow at 9. The loser will go to play at 1:30 as Sheets drives in and is called for a walk. Now they had cleaned that up too. That is their first turnover of the second half. But as I was saying, it's looking more and more like Riverton will be facing off against the loser of that game. That game will be at 1:30 at the Ford Wyoming Center. Of course, you can listen to it on KTAK and Wide Today's YouTube page, and we will bring it to you. That will be to try and get to the consolation game. Drive in, put up, no good. I think they're going to get Shumway's down hurt, holding his wrist. DeVries trying to help him up, as is a teammate. The foul is against Eli Lucas. That's his 5th. So we just want to pay a salute to Eli Lucas as he will come out of this game No, they're saying it's his fourth. I have it as his fifth, so we'll keep it as his fourth right now. Going to the line, Shumway puts up the first one. Good.
First one's good.
Dale is going to come in for Lucas right now. Hunter Houck came in for Lucas. Now Dale's going to come in for Sheets. 5:03 to go, 25-point game. In the second half, Riverton has been outscored 27-11. Shumway puts the second one up and good. So no shame in losing to a team like this. Central expected, what everybody is expecting is Laramie versus Central. Now I'm sure Jackson and Star Valley, who defeated East today, will have something to say about that. Paxton dribbles his way open, puts up a three, no good. Paxton unable to find the range today, has 3 points on the day. They find Sawyer open for three, good. Sawyer now with 16 in the second half. Dale's going to put up a three, misses. He only had 2 at half. That's Dale's first shot attempt. Inside, Malachi goes up to block it. He misses it, but he affected Bradley's shot enough where it was missed. 4:20 to go. 29-point game. DeVries open for three, good. That is his first points of the second half. He now has 14 on the day. It's a 26-point lead, 64-38. Sawyer with it. Going off to his right, they get it inside to Talich, and Talich puts it up and good. And there's going to be a timeout on the floor, first one of the day by Schaefer. It'll be a full timeout by Central, or excuse me, a 30-second timeout by Central. We'll take it with them. Be right back in 30 seconds on KTAK and WYO Today.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
And welcome back to KTAK and WYO Today. Paxton on the inbounds after the timeout is going to shoot a fadeaway up and no good. Rebound by Central. Central going to look into the post, gets inside, fadeaway put up and good. This one by Mason DeHoff. He now has 5 on the day. We got a lot of substitutions for Central. Cox is in, Love is in. Dale with the ball now. Gets it to Sheets. Sheets looking to drive. We also have Marcus DeHoff in. To Paxton on the corner. Paxton's going to look to drive in, puts up off the glass and good. Paxton now with 5 on the day. Lead is 28 as we'll go under 3 minutes here. Swinging it over around the horn is the Central Indians. They get over to Cox. He needed every inch of his height to get that pass. They're going to go up top to Love. Now over to Cox on the left wing. Cox to Mason DeHoff. They look inside, gets deflected out to Love. They look to drive, and it's going to be a blocking foul, and that will send Love to the line to shoot 2. Foul is going against, I do believe, Ty Sheets. Let's see here. It is. It's his second, team third. Love going to the line. He is 2 for 2 on the day from the charity stripe. First one up and good by Love. second one on its way, pure. He's got 4, all from the stripe, and they've been pretty. Perfect form and barely touching any iron. Dale bringing it over into the front court, 2:30 to go. Dale hands it to Paxton. Paxton looking to drive, does so, puts it up, no good, but he will draw the foul. And Connor, I don't know about you, but the PA announcer sounds like he should be on a game show. He's got this just voice. It's a great voice. Parker Paxton at the line. First one on its way is good. Paxton now with 6. So Gantenbein thinking about tomorrow is Coach Sheets. So Gantenbein, Cox. Let's see here. Hernandez are going to come in. Paxton remains in. I have a feeling he's coming out to shoot if he makes this free throw. Malachi Smith, the only regular player with a lot of minutes still in. And, yep, Brandon Monroe's going to come get him as he hits his second free throw. So he will finish with 8 on the day. Or excuse me, he will finish with 7 on the day. Bringing it across court is Davis, who's now checked in for Central with 2:11 to go. And they're going to swing it up top to Mason DeHoff. Now back over to Davis on the right wing. Up top to Love. Over to DeHoff. He puts up a 3, no good. Rebound is by Riverton. Hernandez will bring it up, goes to Malachi. Malachi going baseline, puts it up, and 1. No, they're going to say charge. I like the charge call when they put their hand behind their head. I don't like the little punch because it's harder to see because it looks like they're saying and 1. So no good by Smith. They wave that off. That's his second. Team number 4. And with 1:44 and a 28-point lead, Central is in no hurry, obviously. They get it over to Brinchley, who's checked in. We're going deep in that roster. They're going to get it over to Davis. Davis is going to put up a 3, up and good, 73-42. Going to Hernandez on the block is Brandon Monroe. He was on the high block, and Hernandez is going to get fouled. This one is going to go against Brinchley. That's his first, team 4, excuse me. Inbound is to Monroe. Monroe to Cox, back to Monroe. Monroe for 3, good. That's Monroe's first shot, first points. He cuts the lead to 28, 1:05 to go. And as Central was bringing up, he literally stopped, turned around, kind of dribbled back towards half court. Malachi Smith is going to get a steal now, guarding a guard. Drives, puts it up, and good. Oh, yeah, that's impressive. I don't care who you are. For a big man to be playing 28 feet away from the basket, get a steal, take it all the way down. They wanted the charge, hung up in the air, and put it up and good. 40 seconds left. This will end Riverton's hopes for a state championship, but still a lot to play for. The consolation, which they won last year, will be on the line. They will face the loser of Natrona or Jackson tomorrow at 1:30 on KTAK and WYO Today. That will be, much like we said against Cody, the simplest of all sporting events as Cheyenne Central turns it over right there. And that being a win and you continue, lose and you go home. Into Cox. Cox trying to put a spin around. He gets blocked, but he's fouled. Tried to do a little spin. It was blocked by 33 Cox, his doppelganger, if you will, one of their taller players. He's going to get the foul, though, as he just got too much body. Sure, much like Cox for Riverton, very young and learning his way into this game and in his Sheet system, or in that case, Schaefer system. Cox puts the first one up and good. Cox misses the second one. Rebound is with 13 seconds left. I'm assuming that Central will dribble this out and win by 25 points. Your final score here, 73-48. Riverton falls in the quarterfinals. We will be right back with the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on KTAK and WYO Today. Pregame ads.
We believe that everyone deserves a second chance, including us. Hi, I'm Brian Robacher, CEO of Atlantic City Federal Credit Union. And if we said no to you in the past, I'm asking you for a second chance too. In the midst of everything happening, we are committed now more than ever to second chances and when it comes to your finances. An auto loan for your new car, business loans, home loans, and more. Give Atlantic City Federal Credit Union a second chance to give you a second chance. We've been helping our community thrive since 1964, and now it's your turn. Visit AtlanticCity.coop to apply today. Atlantic City Federal Credit Union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Wyoming Waste hopes that all Fremont County sports teams dismiss their opponents like Wyoming Waste dismisses your trash. They offer services from roll-off cans, commercial, and residential garbage. Wyoming Waste services Fremont County, Hot Springs County, Washakie County. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Please call 307-856-5354 or stop down at the Riverton office, 730 South Broadway. Wyoming Waste wants to wish everyone in Fremont County good luck in their sports this year.
If your vehicle needs repair, you can depend on the crew at Extra Care Auto Repair. They can repair almost anything with wheels, gas, diesel, domestic, or import, and their work is top quality and reliable. Extra Care Auto Repair on North Federal in Riverton.
And welcome to the Click It or Ticket postgame show. We are joined by our Papa Murphy's player of the game here on KTAK and Wire today. Malachi, not the result y'all obviously wanted as a team, but tell me a little bit about coming off the bench and what you saw defensively. You had 6 blocks on the day. Is that something you've been working on all season, or are you just naturally gifted at it?
I think I'm naturally gifted. They weren't really too physical, so it felt easy.
Well, and now as a player and as one of the young guys, how do you put this as a young guy back? This game's got to disappear because you got an elimination game tomorrow in the consolation round. What do you do to put this in just it's done?
Just wake up tomorrow, good mindset, just hopefully come out with a dub tomorrow.
And we don't know if we'll have you back on anytime this season. Obviously, we're coming to a close. Is there anything you want to say to the seniors, those 7 guys who've kind of been all team leaders, and as you've gotten to play more and more with them?
I love those guys. They've helped me throughout all the season, so I couldn't thank them anymore.
All right, well, we're joined by our Papa Murphy's player of the game, Malachi Smith. We'll be right back with Coach Sheets here on KTAK and Wire today.
Thank you.
Actually, we're going to stay with you. We're joined by Coach Sheets. Coach Sheets, a tough one, but got to turn around tomorrow and play at 1:30. How do you get this team back in the mindset?
Yeah, they're a resilient group. It's tough to get your tail kicked and then turn around, but that's kind of part of the task, right? So, play at 1:30 or something like that. So, kind of let this one burn for a few minutes, and then we got to flip the page and get ready to play, one of these upcoming teams. So, disappointed for the boys because it was kind of fun to see what we could do, and obviously, Central played way better than we did tonight.
And what you say, coming in, Talich is going to go off. You play one of the best scorers in the state.
Yep.
But then you shut him down the second half. How did y'all kind of adjust at half to kind of hold him in check?
Well, I think they probably had to get a fire extinguisher out for him at halftime, and he cooled off a little bit. Our guys were more kind of tuned in to what he can do. He's a great player. He can score really well. You give him an inch and he'll shoot it. If you come up on him, he drives. So he's a good player. And he showed up. Sawyer for them had 18. Touch had 27. I mean, when 2 guys have good games like that, and we kind of struggle to score the ball. Credit to them. They played pretty good defense like we knew they would. They were really aggressive. They switched stuff. We knew that would happen, and they just executed much better than we did.
And it looked like several improvements, as I was mentioning, as far as locking down Talich in the second half. Turnovers in the first half, a huge ordeal for you guys, getting over your yearly average, but almost eliminated those in the second half. What did you work with the boys on at halftime to cut down on that?
Well, it was a physical game, and when it's allowed to be physical, and we let them get turnovers and go the other way for easy shots. Getting layups and easy shots makes a big difference in at a game at state. So the team that gets those turnovers and those live ball turnovers that turn into buckets, makes their margin for error a whole lot better. So again, credit to them.
Well, we want to thank Coach Sheets for joining us. He comes up here, folks, win, lose, or draw. He doesn't have to. We appreciate him, and we will be right back to wrap things up on the Click It or Ticket postgame show here on Wire Today and KTAK.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
The staff and board at the Fremont County Fair wish to thank everyone who attended the fair this year. Whether you enjoyed Family Day, a night event, entered a craft show, or showed your livestock, thank you for all your efforts. We'll be moving and grooving next year, so stay tuned.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Do you need a midday pick-me-up? Lander Coffee Company serves delicious, fresh roasted coffee, tea, and other drinks. Come to think of it, why not start your day with their quick, healthy breakfasts, like one of their famous acai bowls, or maybe a breakfast burrito? Just need a quick snack? They got you. Stop by, fuel up, and enjoy at 1255 Main Street in Lander at the Lander Coffee Company.
Quality in Thermopolis offers great rates, a convenient location, standard room, and family rooms with bunk beds. Choice Hotel members earn points while you stay. Quality Inn is proud to support Fremont and Hot Springs County student athletes. And welcome back to KTAK and WYO Today. Unfortunately, we have bad news. Riverton falls to Central Indians, 73-48. And a lot of times you can sugarcoat things, say it was closer than the score. This was what it was. It was a very deep, very talented team that sat at number one a lot of the season, losing to Laramie, who is sitting at number one right now in their Region 4A East final. And came out extremely focused on both ends and just put it to the Riverton Wolverines. As we go to the scorebook, we want to look first at the Central Indians. Leading them in scoring was Talich. Talich had 27. To put that even more, he had 7 in the entire second half. Started out 5 for 5 on the day, finished with 20 in the first, 7 in the second for 27. As they found a way to shut him down, then Sawyer, who was 1 for 4, 2 points in the first half, went off for 16 in the second half, 11 of those in the third quarter, and came in second with 18 for the team. Shumway finished with 8. With 5 was Mason DeHoff. With 4, Love. And then with 2 was Bradley, Tafoya, and Carson Brown. 3 by Davis. Sorry, I missed him. For Riverton, the leading scorer was Derek DeVries with 14. Our play of the game is a combination. Our shot of the game is his first 3 that he hit after nailing a 2. He kind of kept them in there early as the Wolverines fell behind 20-12 at the end of 1, and then it just got bigger and bigger. He finishes with 14. Ty Sheets finishes with 12. Parker Paxton finishes with 7, as does Malachi Smith, who was our player of the game. Malachi finishes with 6 blocks. I counted blocks tonight, didn't count rebounds. He had a boatload of those too. So the future of the post is very bright for the Riverton Wolverines. Also finishing with 4 was Eli Lucas. Brandon Monroe finishes with 3, Cox with 1. Drevin Monroe, while dressed, of course, you want to always think safety first, and he did warm up, did not see any action as well. So what does this all mean? Hold on, they actually handed out. WAB just came up with the box score. So let's see here. Malachi Smith finishes with, they only gave him 2 block shots. I had 4 more than that, because he had 2 that were just emphatic and then a whole lot of other deflections. As far as rebounds go, we said he had a lot. He had 9, 6 on the defensive glass, 3 on the offensive glass. If you're looking for why this game turned out so much differently than the first time, it came down to turnovers. Now, as we said with both sheets, and they worked on it, they were able to cut those by 90% in the second half, literally 90%. But the damage had been done in the first half. A team that finishes with 9 finished with 11. That usually finishes with 9 finished with 11 turnovers. You may say, Kevin, that's not a big deal. 10 of those were in the first half, though. And they were converted into buckets, I think all but once, but we didn't keep that, and neither did the great people at WHSAA. As far as shooting percentages go, Riverton finished the game at 38.3, and there's another difference for you. Cheyenne Central finished at 54% from the field. From three-point line, they finished at a staggering 55.6% from 3. Riverton, conversely, was 5 of 19 at 26%. Both teams shot free throws well. They just didn't shoot a lot of them. When you go perfect from the line, it's a good night. 7 for 7 for Cheyenne Central. Riverton finished at 70%, 7 of 10, but for only 17 free throws to be shot. That is low in a high school game. Largest lead was up to 31. There were no lead changes and no ties. As you look through total rebounds, points off, they did keep it actually. There you go. Points off turnovers. Cheyenne off those 10, able to convert 20. Off the total of 11. So one time, as I said, they did not score off a turnover on a layup. Riverton was out-rebounded, outshot. It was just not a good day for them. Now, here's the hard part. In a lot of states, some that I've lived in, some that some of you who've moved to Riverton have lived in, the state tournament takes a couple weeks. You got several days off in between games, or at least between the semis and the finals, 2 to 4. Doesn't happen here that way. It's different, and I love it. It's 3 days of March Madness. What that means, though, is for the consolation round tomorrow, as we said last week in a different way, but very similarly, Riverton has to put this game out of their head. What's done is done. And as a lot of the great coaches like Mike Krzyzewski and Dean Smith at the collegiate level have said over the years, you cannot let Cheyenne Central, of course they didn't say Cheyenne Central, but you get my gist. You can't let Cheyenne Central beat you a second time. They beat you bad. But now you're going to get against Natrona or Jackson in a win or go home game. Consolation trophy is still on the line, a chance to finish strong, and if for no other reason, finish strong for these 7 seniors. I can guarantee you one thing, and I'm going to guarantee it now. Parker Paxton will not have the same game he did tonight. He will come out more focused than probably we've ever seen him come out. And I expect Riverton to do so as well. That is the benefit of 7 seniors. Stings tonight, but you got to turn around tomorrow. Speaking of tomorrow, it will be the loser of this game that is about to happen in 8 minutes. Natrona County and Jackson. They will face off against your Riverton Wolverines at 1:30 tomorrow from the Ford Wyoming Center in Casper. As always, we will bring that to you on 93.9 KTAK and WYO Today. For Connor Shields, this is Kevin Shields. Thank you so much, Leanne Sanderson, for keeping the mothership down and board hopping for us tonight. We will see you tomorrow on 93.9 and WYO Today. Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
For more